Welcome back everyone. So I'm actually doing a couple product tests here. I'm going to be using the microfiber detergent. I'm going to soak these pads here, but I'm actually going to be using the CQUARTZ Leather 2.0. I just opened it, pulled all the contents out of it. The only thing I left in there was the hologram stickers. So in the kit you get the suede block, or the typical block. You get 30 mils of the leather 2.0, and you get a sprayer. So I cracked this open the other day, and it was pressurized, so probably from the shipping coming from Korea. I did lose a little bit of product on there because it kind of foamed up a little bit, but there's still quite a bit. I didn't lose that much. The directions, it comes with the instruction manual here. Pretty straightforward because I was looking at them last night to see what I need to do. And so step one, you're going to clean your seats. Of course, they recommend with CarPro Inside. You wipe down with the damp towel. 2, you shake well and draw a line with the CQUARTZ Leather 2.0 onto the sponge. So you're going to go directly onto the applicator here. And then step 3, work CQUARTZ Leather 2.0 into the leather, including all creases and pores. Gently wipe off any excess within 2 to 3 minutes. That's this guy here. And of course they tell you to wear a mask this entire time so you don't smell it. Step 5, let the coating dry for 1 hour at 25°C or 2 hours at 15°C. Strongly advise using a fan as a drying aid, especially at lower temps. You can apply a second layer after. So if you're using the fan, 30 minutes. At 25°C it's 1 hour. At 15°C it's 2 hours. Touch dry time 4 hours. Full dry time 12 hours. Do not clean the leather during the first 3 days. So there's the instructions on how to use this. Pretty straightforward. It's actually, let me look at the temperature real fast. So it's 82 degrees here in Southern California. And for those of you looking for degrees C, it's 28 degrees C. Okay. So I was looking to find information on the CarPro website, and they don't have it listed on there yet. So this is not available here on Sky's the Limit. I think it does have it, but at least it's called 2.0, but they haven't updated the description and all that. So I had to go to their Instagram page and find out what this product offers. So they offer extreme stain and dye transfer protection, and of course got the little spray nozzle on there. And it says the new formula is water-based and therefore safe to use on all types of leather, including Nappa leather. New Leather 2.0 not only improves on the hydrophobic self-cleaning properties as well as resistance to UV, denim dye coloring, abrasion, and stains. And features self-cleaning, hydrophobic, UV resistant, denim dye coloring resistant, resistant to stains and markers, resists light abrasion, preserves leather color, no VOC. And it's water-based, acrylic resin merged with polysiloxanes. Applications in any leather type, including Nappa leather. So again, I had to go to their official Instagram page to check it out. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this on there. I'm going to prep I'm actually going to put in my Grand Prix driver's seat. I'm only going to do one seat because the other side rarely gets used, and I have color lock, so it lasts a long time. Again, here's the little sprayer that comes with it if you want to use it. But I cracked this open last night. They have new tops, so you get to push down, and then it's got the stopper in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and just use the stopper on here and try that. And then I don't want to mess with the sprayer, but just want to give an idea what I got planned next. And then I'm going to be using a couple of their new towels here. Alright, so stay tuned for that as soon as I move into the car right now. Okay, so I just finished cleaning the seats here, and I used the Geon leather cleaner. Any leather cleaner will do fine. So I used the Geon leather cleaner. It wasn't too dirty, and I did pull up some dirt here. And then I just came back with the damp towel to wipe off any residue on here, make so the seat's clean. And I need to get this seat reupholstered. It's just torn over 20 plus years, me getting in and out of here. Starting to rip here too, and it's got a hole right here. So I'll eventually do that once COVID's over. I'll get that on there, but I'll have this for a long period of time until that time comes. So I'm gonna get the suede block here, and then I brought a suede just in case I don't like the block. And then for wipe off towels, I have the edgeless 300. These are actually, I've recycled coating towels. I washed them a few times. They're not crunchy or anything like that, and they are just fine for this purpose. You can reuse. I reuse them for like wheel coatings, cleaning. What do you call it? Oh, I got some stuff spilled over here. Some clean leather cleaner. So I use them. I repurpose them for cleanup duty as well. So let's go ahead and get the leather, CQUARTZ Leather 2.0. Let's give it a quick little shake. Get this cap open, this child-proof cap, possibly even adult-proof. There we go. I think somebody's gonna pour some on the block here, like they state. Actually, let me just go on. Let's see. I will coat this side because it's easier for you guys to see it right here. Interesting that they've gone away from the suede application and just go straight to the block. I got it in there. Put a little bit more in here. Let me see how much is still left in here. Put a little bit more in there. So I can finish these areas. And you can see the color change in person right away. You can see where you've gone. Okay, so I put that down. I'm actually going to set the timer. Let's just go ahead and start it, and we'll say 2 minutes. Then I'll wipe it down, let that cure for a little bit. So it kind of goes on and looks the same as the previous version. One place where I did like it, for me personally, I was on the door panels here, because every time I had put a a dressing or anything like that, like Geon Preserve is one of my favorite products for interiors. This part would always show streaks on here, and ever since I put the previous version of leather coating here, it's done pretty well. It doesn't stain here. And I've actually put it in this area as well. So we'll see. Again, we're close to 1 minute at this point. And again, I just put the tape line in here just to show you what the finish looks like once I peel it off. And get the towel ready. And you can use this on your steering wheel if you wanted to. I don't use it on here because this leather is kind of old as well, so I've just been using the color lock stuff on here. I think that works a little better. So we've got almost a minute and a half. It's probably one of the longest 2 minutes here. And then we'll let it sit, and then I'll come back, put another coat an hour later. But after I show you this part, I'm going to peel the tape off, finish the seat, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put a second coat on there. But the second coat shouldn't change the appearance from what we're going to see right now. So we're almost there. I should have tried the spray pump on there to see if that even that. So we're at 2 minutes. We're just going to go ahead and lightly buff off. Okay, so it is slick. You can feel it underneath your towel. And really all you're doing here is making sure you're not going to get high spots. Okay, pretty straightforward, nothing too extravagant here. Like I said, I'm only going to put it on this seat because I'm the only one that really rides in here. The rest of the seats I'll just leave the color lock stuff on there. Okay, so it's off. I'm going to go ahead and peel the tape line off. Go ahead and stop the clock here. And I don't know if you guys can actually see. I think you guys can see it just fine. I'm looking at my phone to see if you guys can see it. Yeah, there you go. You can actually see the transition, so it is darker here. And you got the tape line here, and then it's nothing on this side. So you can actually see the transition. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty natural. It just looks like it's, you know, fresh. It's dry to the touch. It's not on my gloves or anything like that. Feels pretty slick. I bet you that I wouldn't be surprised if the slickness dies off a little bit as soon as you sit in it. But again, that's what the finish looks like. It looks pretty good. It looks just like their previous version of the coating on here. So overall, it looks good. We'll see how it holds up. I'll do the water drop test. I'll let it dry first, and then we'll do the, you know, put the dropper on here to see what it looks like. Versus, I mean, you guys can check that out on unprotected leather. Unprotected leather, the water will just sit flat, and the water will just stay there, and eventually it'll get soaked into the leather. With these type of coatings on here, the water will beat up on the surface and it'll just stay there. So it makes, you know, it's got its benefits on it, and the benefit is that if you spill water or coffee or whatever you're drinking, you can mop that up pretty fast. So again, that's the CQUARTZ Leather 2.0. I think this should be a good product. We'll test it long term. Again, the durability for this is 1 to, you know, there was no durability on this thing, so I don't know if they changed it from the 1 to 2 years, if they're just going to claim 1 year now. We'll see how long it lasts. The last one for me did pretty well, about a year, and before it started to lose its the hydrophobic properties on here. So again, thanks for watching. That's the CQUARTZ Leather 2.0. It's a brand new product from CarPro for 2021. Okay, so I'm back in the car. Technically, you're supposed to let the coating set up a little bit longer before you get it wet, but let me just let it get wet for a little bit here. And yeah, we'll just show the way it beads on here. So that's what the leather coating is going to do, and that's what you see that one running off. Still going to go through the cracks because that, you know, there's probably not enough product on there. But if I put various beads on here, let's see if I can get that one to roll down. Let me get my hand out of the way. There it goes. But see how it's taking it and it's not sticking to the surface? That's the benefit of a coating of some sort, and especially a coating like this, is it's going to just bead any liquid on the surface, so it's easier to clean over time. So that's just a follow-up to the CQUARTZ Leather Coating 2.0, and I hope that helps understand what the purpose of the product is. It's really primarily, well, again, it's got UV stuff in it as well, and some abrasion resistance on there, but it's going to help any liquids to not be absorbed by the leather. So I hope that helps, and again, thanks for watching.